Welcome to Evolution in Controls. I'm your host, Tim Wilson, and we have some special guests joining us for today's episode. QSI Automation is an injection molding machine manufacturer, and they're here to talk to us about their integration of Sytronix technology into their newly designed and recently launched Atlas machine series. Now, as some of our viewers may already know, Sytronix is Bosch Rexroth electric drive and control system for conventional hydraulic systems. In the servo version, a permanent magnet servo motor drives the hydraulic pump, and the servo drive controls the pump flow and pressure, all in a closed-loop control architecture. It provides for unparalleled system control, but at what consequence? Does the additional complexity bring enough value to pay for itself? Here to answer these and other questions are Mr. Mark Garrison, Mold and Machinery Sales Manager, and Mr. Rich Taube, Plastic Machinery Group Manager. Guys, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Mark, let's start with you and tell us a little bit about QSI.
QSI has been around for 34 years, large customer base in the plastics industry. We do a lot of systems involving pre-mold, post-mold assembly, vision inspection. We design and build injection molds, as well as rebuild and build new injection molding machines.
So this Atlas series is a vertical injection molding machine.
Yes, vertical clamp.
Okay. What did you see in the marketplace? What need did you see that was going to be filled by this new Atlas machine that you designed?
A large part of our customer base is in the connector industry, the wire and harness cable. And that's where we really saw this machine fitting in. No one had really made equipment to service that industry in many years. So the equipment out there is getting old, unreliable, unrepeatable. So we felt a niche, and that's where the Atlas came in.
What kind of technical specifications did you have for the machine? What did you want it to accomplish maybe that some of the other machines weren't accomplishing?
Well, power savings was big in a lot of our customers' minds. The old equipment, they use a lot of energy. And repeatability. I mean, they just weren't getting repeatability from the old equipment, and new machinery will do that. So,
Well, Rich, from a technology standpoint, how does Sytronix fit into this design?
Oh, it fits in great. It gave us the ability to give the customers that repeatability and dependability on the equipment. The older machines are a lot of manual adjustment, turn a knob. It's hard to repeat some of that, getting it in the right spot. What the new Sytronix unit allowed us to do was allow everything to be adjusted through the HMI screen, pressures, volumes.
And that's where you get the repeatability from?
The repeatability, the system itself being closed loop, added to that repeatability. Other benefits of the system, one of the big things, energy efficiency, as Mark discussed earlier, but also sound. These are very quiet. You could stand next to the machine and have a conversation in a normal tone, whereas the older machines with the constant RPM motors, you couldn't hold a conversation next to the machine. Another benefit, less heat dissipation, so we could eliminate the heat exchanger on the machine. We also simplified our hydraulic system with the Sytronix being closed loop. We could eliminate some manifolds and some proportional valves on some of our other systems. And also the hydraulic reservoir reduced in 50% in size. So there's a lot of little savings in there for our customers, and the repeatability and just overall functionality. And
so from a technical standpoint, it really allowed you to do some things differently in the machine and simplify and change the machine, sounds like.
Yes.
Mark, from a customer standpoint, how do you get the customers to recognize these new features or to appreciate them? Do they?
Oh, they do. They certainly do. I mean, they're coming to us for those exact things. They want more repeatability. They want to know. They would like to take some of the operator out of it. And as Rich said, turning knobs, they want to be able to, on the HMI, just to call up a recipe and know once you hit that button, that machine is going to mold that part perfectly every time. So,
does it require some adaptation on the customer's part to get used to the new machine and the way that it works?
It does, but in all the operators and maintenance people I've talked to, they absolutely love it. The simplicity of it is something they've never had before. So, yes.
That's neat. Now, when you used the Sytronix on the Atlas machine, that wasn't your first time using Sytronix, was it?
No, actually, we were requested by some of our customers that heard about the servo pump technology. So we approached Morel, and they brought us the Sytronix solution. We actually went out and retrofitted it on some older equipment out in the field. Went very well. Customers are happy. We did actually some energy studies and found out that we were saving anywhere between 70 and 80% just on energy cost. Not alone the sound, less sound in the plant. I was in a local customer's facility just last week, and we were holding a conversation where 3 years ago we couldn't have that conversation on the plant floor. So it makes a better working environment for the employees, and they really appreciate the efficiency and what it did for them.
Now, you've launched 2 models or 2 sizes of the Atlas machine, is that correct?
Yes.
It's a 30-ton and 60-ton.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go from here? Is it done? Is the Atlas line finished?
No, it's going up. We're looking at 90, 120, probably taking the line all up to almost 300 tons, I think. So that's where we see, I think, the biggest need. Customers' parts are getting bigger. They need a bigger platen area, so we can certainly accommodate those needs in new machines.
So as QSI looks at the future, you see a broader range of machines, Atlas machines, to address that future, all using Sytronix, I'm assuming. What does the future look like for QSI and this new Atlas machine? Broader adoption, larger machines, what else?
I think in the energy world, everything's going electric, right? You can go out and buy all electric molding machines. They're very expensive. But I think with this system, along with some other servo technology, we can get to more of a hybrid type of machine and actually market it that way. We've already seen 70 to 80% energy savings, in the studies we've done. So I think being able to take that to the marketplace and say, hey, we're just as efficient, very close to an all-electric machine.
So the future is going to be more machines, different sizes out in the marketplace. Rich, from a technical standpoint, does that stress QSI from a service and a support? The more machines you get out there, is there more service calls? Is that going to be more difficult to handle?
The system's been very reliable. We've been using it for over 2 years now and haven't had any failures in the field. So it's proven to be very reliable. And once we got through the training phase of learning the system, the commissioning of the units, within an hour we can commission a unit and have a machine up and running. So it saves us some time on our assembly floor. I don't foresee any issues with it.
You mentioned training. Was it a difficult adoption? Did you have to learn or relearn some things from your installers or your startup people or your technicians?
There was a little bit because it's newer technology like everything else. But once we went through a couple-day training course, we were on our own and we could commission the units, and went very well with obviously Morel's help. So.
Well, it just sounds like a really successful adoption of new technology. And it sounds like you've had a successful launch of your new machine series as well. Good luck on the future. It sounds exciting.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you for joining us. To learn more about QSI's injection molding machines and their automation solutions, visit QSIAutomation.com. To learn more about the savings that can be achieved by applying Sytronix solution to your machine, visit morel-group.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Evolution in Controls on whatever platform you use for podcasts or on YouTube for a video version so you can be updated when we release new episodes. Thank you again for joining us today. I'm Tim Wilson, and remember, keep moving.